Shumai, and welcome back to the Life to the Full podcast, the podcast that helps you make the most of your time here on Earth. My name's Dav Morse, and I am your host. As you know, we finished season 2 of the podcast on financial health last time with an interview from Joshua from The Art of Money Saving. Before we get started with season 3, if you're new here, welcome. It's great to have you on board. Go and check out our lessons on the money game and how to be financially healthy. For now though, whilst season 3 on physical health is taking shape, we're going to have a few shorter episodes with some wise words, inspirational quotes, which are designed to pump you up to make the most of every area of the life you're crafting for yourself. I asked my father-in-law once, what is the best advice you could give a young man? He said, look as far as you can into the future and plan for that. Very wise words indeed from my father-in-law. I want to live till I'm 102. Some of you may not want to live that long. There's so much I want to do, so much I want to see and try. I want to live to experience as much of what life has to offer as I can. Also, if I live to 102, I get to celebrate 80 years of marriage. As long as my wife can live that long as well. Despite any desires I have or you may have to live a long time, none of us have the ultimate say when our time on earth is up. I certainly can't guarantee tomorrow, but I can do everything in my power to get to as close as I can to that goal of 102. And I can do everything I can to ensure flourishing in all areas of my life. When I think about the future, I want to be able to swim in the sea every day when I'm 70 years old. I want to be lifting heavy weights when I'm 80. I want my relationships to be full of love 50 years from now. I want to be able to celebrate our 80th wedding anniversary. I want to have a family culture where my daughters can't wait to come visit or join us on family holidays. They'll bring the little grandchildren. They'll sit on my lap, rub my beard and say things like, "Papi, how did you get so old?" Maybe my daughter's married an American. I don't know what the accent was. That means I have to create a family environment now that my kids love and enjoy and want to come back to as they get older. I want my social calendar to be full of bridge clubs, bowls, friends round for dinner, couples 20 or 30 years younger coming to fika with us. Fika is a Swedish phenomenon which you should check out. I want to still be learning languages and still be able to travel when I'm 90, and these things won't just happen unless I put things in place now to plan for them. And maybe I'm being naive to think that I could possibly do all these things, but it's not going to stop me pointing my life in that direction now and doing what I can do now to help maximize my chances of getting there. Now, how about you? Maybe you want to retire early enough so that you can look after your grandchildren. You want the energy to do that so you could start stretching and eating better now. Maybe you want to one day complete an Ironman. You can start planning for that now. Maybe you want to one day be free from anxiety. You can start addressing that now. Life isn't going to wait for you to get started. It's going to carry on around you whether you want it to or not. You can get started today and run so hard you'll overtake what life has in store for you. In the words of S Club 7, no one knows just what the future holds. But to use that as a reason for not intentionally thinking about, planning for, and executing on life goals in the 5 pillars of life to the full is robbing your future self of future happiness and contentment. It's much easier to prioritize now. It's easy to say, I'd rather watch TV now instead of learning about investing. Or, I'd rather go to Greggs instead of planning a delicious home-cooked meal in advance. I get that. I'm guilty of spending more time on YouTube than is good for me, but small changes made today and consistently kept and improved little by little will compound incredibly over your lifetime. The future isn't guaranteed. It isn't for me, and it isn't for you. But surely we have a responsibility to make the most of our lives. I could take any of these long-term goals, and if I start making changes in my life today to start building habits that will serve me well in old age and in the present, my life is going to be better. Yes, in the future, but also right now. You have an incredible opportunity to start making little changes now that will transform your life over its course. Think about what you want to do one day and just start working towards it. Take one small step today, one small step tomorrow, one the next day, and just keep taking a step, part of your normal daily routine. Life is there to be lived and enjoyed. So go out there and be awesome. Speak to you soon. Peace out.